YouTube, it says I'm live. Let me see if I can find the chat so that I can see if anybody actually comes in or not. Every day, every time. See if I can find the chat. Can't find the chat. Apparently this video doesn't exist. It's Sunday, Easter Sunday, 11:45, so I'm a bit later today. Mainly because there have been people in the house all morning. I've been waiting for them to go out so that I could come and talk to you all. I cannot find this video at all. It's hiding from me. Okay, so nobody's in yet, but then maybe nobody will come in because it is Easter Sunday. Perhaps you're all off doing Easter egg hunts with children or spending time with family. My family grown up. I don't have to play those games anymore. Hooray! But I did go to the boot sale this morning. It was on as usual. I'm going to another one tomorrow, which I'm quite happy about as well. I'm going to try Gloucester tomorrow. I've never been to the Gloucester one, but it's... oh, there we go. I found the chat. There's nobody in it, but I found it. I've never been to the Gloucester car boot sale. It's always on a Wednesday, which I've considered going before and never actually got round to, and a Sunday. And they're doing an extra one for Bank Holiday Monday, so I'm going out with a friend for that tomorrow. So that will be interesting. And I thought I would show you guys what I picked up this morning. I spent about 16 quid this morning. Maybe a little bit more because I confused myself by using some of my change in Tesco's, or using a £10 note in Tesco's and then putting the change in with my car boot money or something like that. Anyway, it really is just me this morning. I just sit here and talk to myself. It does mean that if I say anything that makes no sense, nobody will know. No, there's 2 people watching. They're just not in the chat. Okay, hi 2 people. So I got this morning a Jane Norman jumper. It's a little bit bobbly, but my Demon Debobbler that I got on Fake Rachel's recommendation will deal with that. And this was £1. It's really nice wool. I'm not quite sure what the wool blend is, but it feels really nice. 20% Angora, that's why that feels nice. So yeah, that's a blue Jane Norman jumper. We're a bit late in the season for jumpers. Hi Nadine. A little bit late in the season for jumpers, but for £1, why wouldn't you? So nice cowl neck jumper. That was £1. I've got nowhere to put my stuff. Normally I'm set up ready to put stuff, and I haven't got anywhere. Blow it. I'll balance it on there and it'll fall off. There we go. That's a plan. And I bought this. Now, the lady wanted £2, and when I started opening it, she went, oh, I think they're all there. And they weren't all there. There were 2 missing. So she took £1. It's the Sex and the City Complete Series box set. If you get these and then add the 2 films to them, you can sell them as a bundle. I will need to find a couple of the discs. I'll need to work out which 2 discs it is that are missing and locate them. But you can get them in, you can buy the individual series really, really cheaply for like 50p. So I'll buy those and make up the box set. So that wasn't bad for £1, really. Would have been better if it was all there, obviously. I'd have paid £2 for it happily if it was all there. I've got 5 people watching, so please do pop into the chat and say hello. Nadine's sitting there on her own with no one to talk to, apart from me, and I'm not much company when I'm rabbiting. Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere for 20p. This gets bundled in with Phoenix Nights. I did find Phoenix Nights, Duffercat 1, good morning. I found Phoenix Nights Series 2, which is the hardest one to find, except it was a copy. It was a fake, so I didn't bother buying that. But I did get Max and Paddy for 20p, so... It's a shame, because all of the guys' DVDs were 20p. That was the only one I wanted. I bought 2 tops for 50p each. I'm trying to be a bit more open-minded about what clothing brands I buy. I got very stick in the mud about about buying only certain brands. And it's silly, really. If you can get it at the car boot sale for 20p, 30p, 50p, then it's silly to be, oh no, that's not a good brand. And there's nothing wrong with Peruna. So I bought this mainly because I thought it was quite ugly. And as a general rule, I find that things that I find that are quite ugly other people like, so I must have unusual taste, or other people must have different taste to me. So that was 50p for that Peruna twist front top. It's that kind of slinky nylon-y material. And this was also 50p, and this is Next. There's nothing wrong with Next as a brand, and it's one of those kind of like... Now, in my day, we called it Rah-Rah when it had lots of flounces and layers and things, but I don't think they still call it Rah-Rah. But it's like a Prairie Girl top with the caught up sides, and it was very in a couple of years ago, and there's bound to be someone who still wants it. 50p, give it a go. 50p. That's my stock in trade saying, isn't it? Give it a go. 50p. I paid, what did I pay? £2 for these 3. That is Magnext, which is like similar to Geomag. This is kind of a girly one. Pink and white and a flower in there, so I've not seen a girly one before. It's to make a photo frame, I think. Yeah, Magnex Girl Starter Set. That one. And then also this is Soft Colours Pastels. So again, aimed at girls, I suppose, although there's no reason why children of both sexes shouldn't play with pastel colours, is there? So yeah, that one, and then a Travel Cluedo, and all of that for £2. Don't know if the Travel Cluedo's all there, I haven't opened it. But if not, they're really easy to pick up for almost no money, so they're very easy to build into a full set if you can't find them all. And they tend to sell for about £8 each, generally, £8 to £10. So not bad for those for £2. And then... Now, I paid £60, 6060. If Ryan was here, he'd be falling off his chair now at the astonishment of me laying out £60 in one go. Sammy the Seal, you haven't missed much at all. I've just shown a couple of clothing items and some games. I haven't got a great deal to show, to be honest. But yeah, so if Ryan was here, he'd be falling off his chair when he hears this. But I paid £60 out this morning for something, 60. But that was for these. I'm not going to try and pick them up because I will drop them. But I'll show you. Basically, there are 39... Disney mugs in there. None of them are chipped as far as... Sorry, I tell you what, 38 Disney mugs and one Starbucks mug. And I paid my usual car boot, guys, £60 for those. And included in the £60 were 2 boxes of Harmer beads. This one is Maxi, which I've not seen before, and I don't know what the resale value is, but it was in with the £60. And it's spilling out Harmer beads all over the floor as we speak. And a Travel Monopoly... and some snowman coasters. All of that for my £60. So he's been saving the mugs for a while. He said he'd bring them along for me to look at. Good morning, Falling on a Bruise, Andrea. Good morning. When I buy Disney mugs in the charity shop, I try not to pay more than 99p, but I will pay £1.99. So this worked out at £1.50 a mug. Resale value on a Disney mug is around a tenner usually, so that wasn't bad. £60 for all of those, but there's a lot of work involved. They all need washing, they all need cleaning. And they're all different, so individual listings for all of them. But I'm pleased with that. It's just a lot of work, isn't it? Nobody likes a lot of work. This was £1. No idea if it works. No idea if it's got any resale value, but it's a blood glucose monitoring system. I don't know. Oh, sugar! I nearly knocked my full can on the floor. Who monitors... Oh, how odd. Sorry, bear with me. Who monitors their blood glucose? It's not diabetics for glucose, is it? Or is it? That's blood sugar. As blood sugar and blood glucose are the same thing. I don't know what I'm on about. Anyway, it was £1. It was £1. Got all the instructions and everything in there. And because I didn't have enough Disney mugs, having bought a box of 38 of them, I bought another one. He was 50p. Unusual black Tigger mug. That will probably be about a £12 or £13 one, hopefully. I bought a Ted Baker dress. And it's funny because it was £5 and I went, oh, I don't normally pay £5 at the boot sale. And then I had a quiet word with myself and said, if you found a Ted Baker dress for £5 at the charity shop, you'd be delighted. So why are you being funny about it at the boot sale? And it's obviously been looked after because the lady had it in a plastic dry cleaning bag and everything. It's quite nice. Red and black. Let's just have a look at the tag. Yeah, it's got its dry cleaning tag attached, so she's had it cleaned. I can't get that off now. Big spender, Andrea. Yeah, £60 on mugs, £5 on a dress. There's no stopping me now. It's 100% silk, so that's nice as well. Now, if you saw my chat with Caroline earlier, was it last week? Yeah, my chat with Caroline last week, we discussed that I bought a Ted Baker silk dress, and I was listing it at $29.99. Everybody told me off and told me to put it on for more. So this one I will put on for more. I did change that one because Caroline got quite cross with me, and this one will go on for a bit more. So I quite like it. Quite like that. It's got a strange, like, kind of wrap front thing going on. But yeah, not bad really. Like I said, if I'd found a £5, if I'd found that for a £5 in the charity shop, I'd have been delighted. So why was I pulling faces at spending a £5 at the boot sale? Andrea, the basket's full of mugs. If you want it, my lovely, you can have it for free. You can pay me the postage. I'll post you the basket. But until I take all the mugs out, I don't know if there's any mould in the bottom of the basket. So I'll have a look at it, and then if you want it, I'll let you know, and you can just send me some postage and I'll whack it off to you. No problem, because I didn't buy it for the basket. It came free with the mugs. This one is, again, 50p clothing. Zara Basic. Now, I know somebody said that some of the Zara collections are worth picking up, and I'm sure Zara Basic isn't one of them. But it's linen, cotton linen blend, and I thought that'd be good for the summer. You know, people will start buying. Oh, somebody's cut the label out, but it's definitely linen blend. You can feel the linen in it. And it's a size... European, oh god, my eyes, XXL. So I wonder what that is for a Zara size. I would say that's probably an 18, wouldn't you? Maybe that was quite large. Hi, Deal City. So yeah, I thought 50p. 50p will go on that one. And also from the same lady for 50p. This is a size 20, which also leads me to believe that's probably an 18-20. And this is just a Marks and Spencer sundress. Sundress for 50p. I'm nearly done with this haul. It's a very small haul today, but I'm quite excited about going up to the Gloucester one tomorrow and seeing if I get anything there. A pair of Clarks Unstructured shoes for £1. They've got some wear to the soles, and they need a bit of buffing up. But the Clarks Unstructured ladies ones do very well. I don't know if the men's ones will be the same, but they were £1 for £1. I'm nearly done. Nearly done. This is going to be the world's shortest live stream. There's hardly anybody in the chat because everybody's off eating chocolate. This cost me £2.30. The chat wanted £3. No, Sammy the Seal, the £60 spend is not an April Fool's joke. I actually spent £60 on 38 Disney mugs. I have not done an April Fool. I don't do them. I don't do them. I'm very boring. Yeah, no, you wouldn't believe it. I'm very boring. He wanted 3. I offered him 2. He said he'd settle on £2.50. I found £2.30 in change, and I was still looking for another 20p to give him. And he went, oh, that'll do. So £2.30. This is Jane Norman. It's a Jane Norman tan leather satchel bag. And it came with the matching purse. And if I open the purse and there's 50 quid in it, then I'll be delighted, won't I? But I don't think there is. I've never done that. Has anybody ever done that thing where you buy a purse from a car boot and find money in it? It's never happened to me, ever. Ever. I don't think it's real. Sam's in. Good morning, Reselling Polly. On my way back from 3 car boots, bought one thing for £1. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just because you didn't see anything you fancied, or was there hardly anybody there today? Ours was busier than I thought it would be. I kind of got up and I was like, oh, there won't be many people there on Easter Sunday. But it was fairly busy. So yes, £2.30 for the Jane Norman bag with the matching purse. Whether I'll sell them together or split them, I don't know. And that's it. That's my whole haul. That's the lot. So... not a great deal. A few items of clothing. Ted Baker dress was quite nice. The mugs are great. But, yeah, I haven't bought a great deal. I should just move the dress before I run over it with the chair and end up with the chair wheel all tied around it or something. I'm having a really clumsy day. I had a late night. My children, who are... well, my son was 27 on Friday. My daughter's 21. They went out on the Raz last night. And I was under the impression that I was picking them up to bring them home. It's nice, Nadine. I'm really pleased with it. So I didn't go to sleep. Now, I'm normally really early to bed. I'm normally in bed by about 8. I watch telly in bed and I read and whatever, but I don't stay up late. It's cold for starters. I'm not as warm in bed as sitting downstairs cold on my own. That sounds really sad and lonely, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. You've got grown-up kids. They're doing their own thing. So I normally go very, very early to bed. Normally asleep by 10. But I stayed awake because they were out and I thought I was going to have to pick them up. And at 12:30 she rang to say, hello, are you awake? And I was like, I am awake, I'm coming to get you. And she said, well, we can get a taxi if you like. And I was like, we'll do that then. But you could have told me earlier. You could have decided you're going to get a taxi much earlier in the evening. I'd have been asleep. Of course, I didn't then get immediate to sleep. I got off to sleep at 1 o'clock, at which point they came in. I heard them all come in. They were a little bit drunken, so I heard their friends downstairs. They were very, very, very well behaved, but I could hear them. And then one of their friends went home, so I heard the front door close. And then somebody else came in, so the front door opened. Of course, dogs bark every time. And then at 5 o'clock this morning, somebody else went. Finally got back to sleep about 5:30 and slept until 7:30. And then thought, oh God, I can't get up and go boot sale. So I'm thinking an afternoon nap is probably on the cards today. I'm looking at my bed now and I can hear it calling me. It's like, come to me, come to me. Maybe a film. Is there anything good on Easter Sunday? It's probably like the Passion of the Christ or something, isn't it, today? I remember having to watch that in school. They made us watch the Passion of the Christ. Well, I went to a Catholic school. And they didn't shy off about telling you about blood and stuff. They weren't short of telling you about that. So, good morning, Twin Red Dragons. Something very strange going on the house over the road. Bear in mind the chap who drives there chap who lives there doesn't drive, and every week there's a different car on his driver. I think somebody's just using him for storage. So yeah, so I think there's going to be afternoon nap on the cards. I should do some listing. I should list some of these mugs. I've got 40 odd Disney mugs to list. Don't know whether to put them through the dishwasher or wash them by hand. Should put them through the dishwasher, but then I'd have to. I don't know. How is this a difficult decision? How is this something I'm not sure about? I'm tired. I'm tired. My son brought my screwdriver back, so now I can have a look at my 20 questions and see if that works. This is thrilling content. Go into my bag and saying I see you twice in 1 week. I've been boring twice in a week. Joy's Crafty Box. I wish I could have an afternoon nap. I have to go to my job. This is why I work from home. Andrew says, do it by hand. It'll take 5 minutes. This is true. If I put them in the dishwasher, it'll take an hour and a half. Yeah, I've probably taken down just a few at a time, wash them, bring them back up, list them, break it into... Part of the thing is that they're in one of these plastic crates. You've seen, these crates. The problem is that if you lift them, the bottom falls out. So you have to... And I'm not very agile on the stairs. I tend to hold on to the banister in case I go plummeting down, because I'm an old lady. Old fart. And there's 2 laundry baskets on my bed, so I can't even get into my bed till I move them. I'm feeling very sorry for myself. Very, very sorry for myself. Good morning, Jules. I'm not making a Sunday dinner because everybody's gone out. Natalie's at work. Anthony has gone out with his friends. My dad bought me a leg of lamb, but I'm the only one who likes it, so I'm a bit kind of like, So I need to invite people around who like lamb, and then I'll cook it then. I might stick it in the freezer for now. We often have a roast dinner, but we don't often have it on a Sunday. Natalie always works Sundays. It's her because the manager she shares the job with, he's a Christian. He goes to church on Sundays, so he doesn't work Sundays. Andrew will come. You can come for lamb dinner and have your basket while you're here. So yeah, she always works Sunday, so we don't often have fun on Sunday. We usually have one night in the week. This is exciting, isn't it? Caroline, of course, is off to Vegas today. She's travelling up to Heathrow, staying at the Premier Inn, and then she's off to Vegas tomorrow. So it's alright for some. Wish I was going to Vegas. It's probably not good for me to go to Vegas because I'm a bit of a money in the fruit machine. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Jules says my hair looks nice. Thank you. It's Thank you. Thank you. It's my hair. Thank you. It's not too bad today. It's pinned up at the back, because it was a bit weird, and I'd spent hours straightening it the other day, and then I went out in the rain about 7 minutes later, and it all zzz. So yeah, the back's a bit frizzy. So yeah, so what are you guys all up to? I said there's not many people in because everybody's off doing Easter egg hunts and having dinner with family and stuff. What have you guys got planned? Joy's off to her job this afternoon, she said. So who have we got? Reselling Polly, she said she's going to have a nap. I need to go out and move my car as well because somebody was blocking my driveway when I came home, so I now parked down the road. So I need to bring my car home. Andrew's trying to avoid doing last night's washing up. Do it by hand, it'll take 5 minutes. I must admit, I do love having the dishwasher. Not only for the not having to do the washing up, because has anybody else noticed that sinks always seem to be the wrong height? No matter what sink you're standing at, it always seems to be the wrong height. But so not only for not having to stand at the sink, but also for having somewhere to store the dirty dishes so you don't see them. So that it takes the guilt away. They're not all stacked up waiting for you to get to them. You're not constantly walking past dirty dishes going, I've got to do the washing up. Yeah, dishwasher equals dirty dish cupboard. Louise McPhail is making kids lunches and stopping them from fighting. Good luck with that. Are they all sugared up? Have they all their Easter chocolate and they're all bouncing off the walls now? It's having boobs, can't get near the sink, it kills my back. Yeah, it must be, yeah. Not just the boobs, I've got a belly as well. Rachel Roberts has got lots of listing on today and she's cooking a roast beef dinner. See, I like beef. Perhaps I should have been brave and said to my dad, that's a lovely idea, Dad, but can we have beef? That would have been sensible, wouldn't it? Jules is going to re-photograph items with crap photos today. That's again, that's something I keep thinking I ought to do. I look at the ones with rubbish photos and think, I should get around to doing that, and I never do. Never do. I got a few listings on last night. Drafted them in the week, took the photos yesterday lunchtime, sat in bed last night and put the photos on and sent them live. So hopefully, I haven't had any sales yet today. I had one insignificant offer and I've done one refund for a saucepan that Hermes have apparently lost. Great. A Le Creuset saucepan, I paid £4.99. It's taken ages and ages and ages and ages and finally sold it at 15 quid and Hermes have mislaid it. So... And I didn't pay for the insurance because they don't pay out on anything anyway. There's no point insuring with Hermes. They've always find a way out of paying out. Jules is Billy No Mates today, same as me then. I'm trying to finish a couple more figures sold. Andrew, I don't know what you mean by figures. Have I missed something in one of the groups or something? What kind of figures? Sold another one for £52 this week. What figures? I don't know what you mean. I don't know why I'm talking like this. What figures, Andrea? Oh, you make doll's house, people. £52? People pay for... Sorry, I've got something in mind. People pay £52 for a doll's house person? One person, or for like a family, or... Oh my God. I'm astonished. My stun is completely ished. I know people who do dolls' houses as a hobby rather than as a toy. People who decorate them, you know, using Farrow and ball paints and whatever, get very into it, don't they? So it's a very consuming hobby. But I didn't realise people would pay that much for a person. I would love to see them, Andrea. Pop a picture up on one of the groups so that we can see them, because I'd love to see what they look like. Your completed people. I wonder if you bought... See, I sold a naked doll's house mal a few weeks ago. That could have been you that bought that off me, although I'm sure I would have recognised your name. I picked him up in filler bag for £1. Chucked him in because I thought, it was in his packaging and whatever. And he was, yeah, the kind of the basic naked bloke that you then add your stuff to. And he sold for £10, so he wasn't bad for filler bag for £1. I'll certainly be looking out for stuff like that again. So, yeah, very, very short live stream because nobody's around except you guys, and you should all be working, really. And cooking dinners. Mrs. Carroll says, Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you as well. I must be very, very honest. I don't have... I had a very religious background, but I don't have much of a faith now, so it's chocolate day for me, I'm afraid. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone. If anyone out there does have a strong faith, then Happy Easter to you. Yes, Twin Red Dragons. Have you used Markdown Manager for sale? I've tried 3 sales, 20% off, no sales. I have used it for the first time last week. I put 25%. I was saying this yesterday in my chat with Caroline. I put 25% off on dresses. I tried to do soft toys, but I used the keyword soft, and it came up on soft trousers and soft all sorts of things. And jigsaws. And I did sell a jigsaw, which I very, very rarely sell, so I presume it kind of worked on there. But I found it frustrating that people were still sending me best offers, even though there was already 25% off. They were still sending me best offers for amounts that were insultingly low, in my opinion. So I wouldn't say that it made my sales go sky high, if I'm honest. I think the key thing that everybody's talking about at the moment is doing promoted listings instead, and it's not something I know anything about. The promoted listings, it's you. The way I understand it, and I wouldn't quote me on it because I haven't looked into it, is that you pay an extra percentage on your final value fee, but eBay give your item more prominence in the searches. But I may be wrong. I may have completely misunderstood it. Like I said, I haven't looked into it. It's only what I've picked up from talking to other people on the groups. So yes, so basically promoted listings means your item is more likely to be shown in search results, but if it sells you pay a higher final value fee, I believe. And I know that's something that people seem to be doing recently. Certainly eBay are choosing what they show to people and what they don't. It's not a simple matter of search for this item and you will find everything that's in your area, or you will find everything that's of it. It's certainly not this. I've searched for my own stuff before now. I've searched for my own items and I've searched by nearest first, and my items don't come up at all. Now, there can't possibly be anyone selling my item that's nearer to me than my house, can there? That's not actually possible. So that proves that not everything is shown in an eBay search result. But I don't know why. Well, presumably so that they can make people use promoted listings. I don't know why I said that. It was a silly thing to say. Dog snoring. I'm very tired. I've just done some tidying up downstairs, and you know, you can tell you're tired when you've been really clumsy. So everything I touched, I dropped, and I fell over, and I stumbled, and I couldn't pick up the recycle. Everything I picked up would fall in again. Bleh. So it's probably sleepy time. I don't watch Coronation Street anymore, Andrea. I used to watch it years ago. I watched it religiously. My mum watched it when I was little, and so I grew up watching it and carried on watching it when I left home. But about 12 or 14 years ago, I started doing Party Plan for Ann Summers, which meant I was out every evening. And although, of course, you can watch it on catch-up, I found that it was backing up. I had so many episodes that I hadn't watched, and I just gave up. I just lost track of all the storylines and gave up in the end. So I haven't watched it. But I saw it popped up on my newsfeed the other day on Facebook that the bad guy, the latest bad guy, is dead, and that what's her name? That Eileen stamped on his fingers. So good on Eileen. Good love. I don't know why I'm encouraging people in murder. This is what happened yesterday. I was doing a live chat with Caroline yesterday on her channel. We ended up discussing murder. There's obviously something wrong with me. I watched some of that chat back and I was like, anybody watching this who doesn't know me is going to start thinking I'm some kind of psychopathic maniac. But it was Caroline's fault. She asked the questions. All I did was answer them. Right. I know this has only been half an hour. And I appreciate you guys joining me. But I think I'm going to go and have a nap. I think I'm going to go and put the washing machine on. And then I'm going to have a nap. And then perhaps I'll be a bit more human when I wake up. Because I've got an early start again tomorrow. Yes, Andrea, I saw about your great-grand being a famous serial killer. Yeah, because you did all the research into it, didn't you? I did see. Interesting relative to have. Not necessarily something we'd all like. But yeah, interesting relative to have. I promise you I'm not following any great-grand's footsteps. But yeah, I think it's sleepy time because I'm not making much sense. I'm so tired. So tired. Thank you for all joining in. Tuning in, joining in. Not joining in. Nobody joins. What's a join? That's not a thing. Thank you for tuning in and joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. I hope if you like chocolate, you've got plenty of it. I've got plenty. I did all right chocolate-wise. Got a couple of eggs. I've got some Reese's peanut butter cups from yesterday. I'm all right for chocolate. I'm going to get into bed, eat some chocolate, and go to sleep. No, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Because then I'll be all sugared up. Have a sleep and then wake up and eat some chocolate, and then maybe that'll fire me up into doing some listings. Andrea, I'll have a good look at this basket once I get the mugs out of it, and maybe I'll send you a picture and you can decide if you think it's in good enough condition for you to bother sending me the postage for it. Like I said, don't want any money for it, but it might when I get the mugs out, it might be mouldy inside. Don't know. So everybody have a lovely Sunday, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.